Okay, it's 4:30 and I'm calling the meeting to order. And, okay, we're in order. All right, so the first thing is we're going to do the Pledge of Allegiance. Stand if you are able. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Okay, next on the agenda is the approval of the agenda, and I'll entertain a motion.
Mary Lee, I'd like to offer some amendments to the
Oh,
agenda.
okay.
So just right after the approval of the agenda, I guess it'd be like 3.5 would be the swearing in of our new library trustee appointed by the county, Christina Botville, who's here tonight. I think she was appointed yesterday, so.
Wow.
Officially,
Yes.
Oh, wow,
So
okay.
she's ready to go and happy that you're with us.
Thank you.
And then also under new business B, if, I wanted to add the consideration of the July 9th day. It's Thursday and it's parade day, and wondering if we could close at 5 that day, so that we can all participate in the parade.
Okay. All right. Any other?
No, that's all.
Okay, so I'll entertain a motion to approve the agenda as revised. Motion to approve. Okay,
Second.
all right. All those, excuse me, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Next on the agenda is public comment. If there's anyone from the public that would like to make a comment, please go to the podium, state your name. Okay, nobody's running to the podium. Okay, next on the agenda is the approval of the consent agenda. Is there anything that wants to be, does anybody want to remove anything from the agenda? Okay, I'll entertain a motion for the consent agenda.
Oh, so move.
Okay.
Second.
Second? Okay, thank you, Paul. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. Okay, now we're gonna do the swearing in.
Yes.
Okay, all right, Jennifer. I mean Christina, sorry.
It's okay, Jennifer.
Okay, so you want to come on over by me,
Okay.
and you have to raise your right hand.
That was the test.
Okay, do you, Christina, solemnly affirm that you will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of Michigan, and that you will faithfully discharge the duties of the member of the Board of Trustees of Traverse Area District Library, according to the best of your abilities? Say yes.
Yes.
Okay, good. And then you'll sign the document we'll give to you.
Okay. I had that.
Yeah, thank you. All right, so welcome. All right. Okay, so our secretary is not here. He may be a little late. But anyway, okay, moving on with the agenda. Next is the director's report.
So you have my written report in your packets. A few things that I would just wanted to point out and say thank you to the Friends of TADL. They put on a really amazing spread for the staff on Library Staff Day. They gave me a budget, and I went to Costco and I spent $300 on stuff, and it was really fun. And they brought in fresh baked things on top of it. So it was really a fun day. So it was really nice of the Friends to do that. They have their annual meeting coming up next Thursday. So it should be a nice event. Nico from NMC, I'm blanking on his last name, will be talking about AI in books as their special guest. So, and then, let's see, on top of that, I included the American Library Association's release that came out in April about the most banned books in 2025. It's always interesting to look at that list, so I send that to you. And then finally, you probably got an email if you've been on for a little bit, but the United for Libraries is holding their conference July 28th to 30th, where it's a 3-day virtual conference, a virtual event, And they always have some pretty interesting topics. So Paul forwarded to me, and just as a reminder, you can attend for free because the Library of Michigan pays for all of trustees to be a member of United for Libraries. So cool.
Does everyone know what United for Libraries is?
They're like an advocacy group, and they offer like webinars and events for librarians about book banning and policies, and
They
really
do
advocate.
have things well focused for trustees too. So if you haven't,
Perfect.
if you feel unsure, that won't make any difference. But it will give you background on how boards work in different locations. It was useful to take the original webinars.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. All right. Oh, Jen,
You're welcome.
yes.
I just wanted to highlight two things. First, a congratulations to you because this is the first time in the report that you are the official president of the Michigan Library Association.
Yeah.
So congratulations on that. And then just a huge thank you for including the banned books report. I found it to be really interesting. A couple highlights that just are a gut punch. Are that it's so clear that the LGBTQIA plus and communities of color are under a very coordinated attack that's increasing. They represent 40% of all banned books. And the fact that 92% of the requests are being pushed by these coordinated groups and lawmakers and not by individual parents. So I found it really helpful to know that they've launched some new resources that will allow libraries like ours to look up the banned books, and if we get requests for banned books, to see, hey, are those part of coordinated attacks, and what else might be behind them, which I know is a new thing for us. And so I really appreciated that resource and the sharing of that information.
Great. Appreciate it.
Any other questions for Michelle? Comments? Okay. All right. Next on the agenda is old business, and we need to appoint a vice president to fill the open seat. I did call Jennifer to see if she was interested, and she said yes. So I have one question of point of order. We need to make it as a motion.
I think it's just a motion, right?
I know I didn't look it up.
Yes, it would be best to do that.
Yeah, I think it's best.
Okay. So who would like to make since I can't make a motion.
You can actually.
I can't? Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, I move that we appoint Jennifer to fill out the remaining seat as vice president.
Second.
Anything you want to say?
Thank you. Happy to help.
Okay, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. Welcome to the seat of power.
Congratulations.
Okay.
Thanks for making it not an initiative.
All right, next is the Carnegie RFP update. Michelle, you're on.
All right. And Robin's here if we have any questions too. She's part of our team with all of the RFP process. And so just the city started a process so that we could try to talk with Kirkachee to see if there's any way that we could share. So we had 2 meetings with them, and they're going to go to their board. So Christy doesn't have any authority to make any decisions on her own. So right now we're a little bit at a standstill as to the space. They actually want more space, not less. And so Christy will be going to her board. I wrote a memo to her board just with the general idea of sharing the space and what we were thinking about it. And then we'll see what the board says, and then maybe come back for more conversation with our facilitator. So it's kind of just up in the air right now as to the RFP process, since both groups had the same score. It's kind of, I think they didn't anticipate that. So we're just kind of go along with the process, and a lot of people said, why can't you guys share? So I think it's a really thoughtful discussion that we've been having, and it's been great. And a few other things along that front is that Robin and Amy Monette visited the Record Eagle because they are leaving their building on Front Street, and all their archives are there. So they went through and they're trying to evaluate what should be kept, and we only have about 30 linear feet here in space left. So that would be really great if we did partner with the city for the Con Foster collection to create room down there for that. So that's in the works. Also, Amy and Robin and I are meeting with Grand Traverse County tomorrow because they're looking at, with their, I think it's Project Alpha, new county facilities. And so they too have a whole bunch of records. So talking with them with how they preserve it and what's preserved. And I don't know if it means anything comes to us, but we're still doing that. And then finally, the Library of Michigan recognized all of our efforts for local history and preservation, and they wanted to partner with us to be a regional digitization hub. And part of that would be they would give us all the equipment to create a digitization room. And so we'd get all the equipment so that people could scan, record, I don't know, however you would want digitized photos. And so that equipment would come free to us. So we're working out, I signed an agreement with them, and so we're just still working out the details about what we'll get and when and where we set it up. But we've been doing a lot with the Michigan Preservation Network and offering our services to libraries, and Scott Morian Technology is awesome with, we just signed an agreement with Charlevoix Public Library to store their obituary database as a backup location for them. So we really are a regional hub for this, and it's really fun. So that's all things Carnegie and local history. If you have any questions.
Anybody questions? Jen? Go ahead.
Oh, just on the digitization, would that be open to the public to come in and use to
Yeah.
digitize?
That's the point, is to create like a
Wow, that's
memory lab.
mind-blowing.
Some people call them memory labs, the libraries call them different things. But it would be a memory lab so that you could book a time and go in and, you know, talk to your grandma and record it, or maybe scan in photos, or if your family Bible has a genealogy in there that you want to scan in, you would have the scanning equipment. So I don't know the total for all the equipment, but it would be really cool.
So there would be like a StoryCorps, like listening
Yeah.
lab in there too, and
Yeah.
then somebody
think that's
to
what it is.
do
Robin, do you know
digitization as
specifically?
well.
You gotta go to the microphone so it picks it up. Yeah.
And then I'll stop talking.
Hi, everybody. So what it would be is it would be like to start with, we would have the equipment, that basic equipment that we all need, public, and we have right now a large flatbed scanner, but it is not big enough for us to do our large ledgers and things like that. So those things would be available somewhat with us in mind, so that maybe we could have some things that we could use for the larger items that we have. And then in addition to that, we would have equipment that we're not sure exactly how it would work, but maybe the public would make an appointment to come in, and then we could show them how to use a piece of equipment. And then we wouldn't actually be doing it for them, but we would be able to assist them if they needed assistance. Most of the equipment would not be highly technical, or would have an element that could be technical in a way if you wanted to use that type of upgrade on it. But most of it would be very basic, so we're really excited about it. We're just excited that it's happening. So, is there another question for me would be fine.
You have a question?
Yeah. Would you anticipate the Record Eagle archives and the county archives, is this going to take additional personnel time?
At this point, the Record Eagle is, we haven't made a decision on the Record Eagle yet. And tomorrow morning at 9, we see what the county has. So tomorrow we're doing what's called a survey at the county, which will tell us if the county has things that we can actually take. At this point, the discussion has just been to have these partnerships because now we're legitimate to be able to have the partnerships. So, or have people ask us, large organizations ask us those questions. So that's the first step. So we're very excited about that. And that's been quite a few years in getting to this point So we're excited about that. But as far as additional staff, we have not talked about that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any other questions? Or did you have
Any
more?
other
I'm sorry.
questions?
Just, can you outline what the memo was that you sent to Crook and Tree?
So it's basically this, it was pretty much the same that I sent to the city manager when he asked is, we were asking to locate into the area that is a con foster collection area. So it's not even part of the RFB process. And that we could have one exhibit area year round and then
Year round, okay.
yeah, year round, one of the exhibit areas would be local history. And then for 1 month during the year, we would have the whole Carnegie side to set it all up so that we could have fourth graders come in. This is what they used to do at the Historical Society, and they had reenactors come in. And so it was like a whole fun thing. So that's what we proposed. Crooked Tree feels like that might be too much to give us one permanent exhibit, so I think their board is working through it, so it's still really up in the air, and I would, of course, bring it back to all of you, so
Thanks.
I'll keep you posted.
It's an interesting confluence of time. I mean, hearing the Record Eagle, like it's like there's a clock ticking where either we take these or they're probably gone forever,
Yeah.
right? And
Yeah.
so we might take these things and put them somewhere with the hopes
Right.
that we'll have a place for them someday. And this equipment, I mean, it seems like we're starting to cram things in corners, or
It's not that bad,
but I don't want it to go away. It seems so important to save these things.
Can I just make one more?
yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, sure.
So right now, the case upstairs and occasionally the other cases that you see on the first floor are the only public facing that our archive has. And really, it's only public facing that our archive is a child of that larger group of items. So that forward facing that you see in the library right now, in that case upstairs, that's the only time we're showing that anyone's seeing the items. And we don't think that's sufficient for the community. So that's one of the reasons why Michelle and I and others had talked about having other places to exhibit. But it's not just about exhibit, because when you exhibit, then you bring more interest to other services, frankly, in the library, so.
And I think there might be an article this weekend because a Record Eagle reporter did talk about what's in the display case right now, which is showcasing all the different immigrants that came to Traverse City. Of course, there's the Anishinaabe people here first, but by country, and the photographs are so cool of the families. Like, we just don't take photographs like that anymore, you know? And so that's up there if you want to take a peek. It's pretty nice.
And many of them haven't been seen.
Yeah.
Well, haven't been seen since for 25, 30 years. So,
Oh,
Yeah.
any other questions for Michelle?
Yeah.
Okay, well, no, it's okay.
This is not on that topic.
Yeah.
So I know that we've engaged Cunningham Lynn.
Yeah.
But I'm curious whether Library Design Associates have completed their design.
So we are meeting with them next week, and they know we have engaged Cunningham Lamp,
Okay.
and and so they will be at the August meeting here. They'll be at the August facilities meeting.
Okay,
And
great.
so they know there's a deadline, and so they're eager to talk to us.
Super.
Yes.
Good, yeah, we want to keep that rolling along.
Yeah, for sure. And some of it, a little bit, like the first floor we think is done. And Heather actually has a whole marketing, she's back there. Has a whole marketing plan about how we can release it and put the plans out for people to comment. And so we have a plan in place. We gotta wait for Cunningham Limb. So like, if we find out how much things cost, then we know if we can close the hole. And then that might change things for the upstairs. So
The hole over the,
What hole?
that was a very odd phrase I just said. I don't know what that's
Oh, no, I was going,
what my mouth hole.
the hole that's over the
we say close the hole here, I don't. It's
Next to the reference
It's
desk.
above the circ desk.
Stairs, the stairwell.
Pick up.
Yeah, the circ desk.
Circ desk, there we go.
I feel like I'm digging a hole
Okay.
right now.
I had a completely different image in my brain, and
Sorry.
I'm
Not
gonna,
your problem.
I'm gonna purge it right now.
So much
So I'm
for all of
thinking,
us.
there's a
I
hole
don't
here?
know. Okay,
All right, now,
Yes.
I have one question
great.
for you, Michelle.
I'm ready.
Okay, it's about the statement that Crooked Tree, and I am a member of Crooked Tree, so, but I'm not on the board.
Okay.
They want more space. There is no more space in that building.
they wanna remove the Con Foster collection.
What?
Yeah, it's in their RFP, they are asking for the Con Foster collection to be moved, to have more space. And the Con Foster, so where the Con Foster collection is a group of people raised like $1.4 million, and 400 of it went into the HVAC system where those items are kept. And so there's a special system put in by Sharon, heating and cooling, so, yeah, they said they would like to have that space too.
So if that was granted to them, then where do those artifacts go?
Yeah, we don't know.
In the corner.
Your backyard. Garage sale.
Oh,
No, we don't know, and I expressed that concern to the city, cause I just like, we're just worried about those. And, they understand, they take it seriously, and I think all the commissioners I talk to take it very seriously that those have been there just in storage for 12 years, and basically
Okay.
the duty of the city to take care of them, so,
all right.
I think.
Because there is no, I mean, I've been in and out of that place quite a bit, and, I mean, the only other space that's available is where they do other art projects. So they're talking about taking that space.
Yeah, the whole building, top to bottom.
Because there's a second floor, right?
No,
And
they
the
got
upper
rid of
floor.
it. Well, there used to be like a mezzanine where the
Correct.
books were, so in the renovation, they got rid of it, so it's just the rotunda is all open.
Correct,
And there's a little bit of a second floor where there's some offices
okay,
that looks down over the rotunda.
all right. Okay, well, carry on.
Yep.
Okay, let's see, now any more questions for Michelle? Okay, next is public comment, did anybody put?
New
what-
business.
Oh, gosh, sorry. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, new business, June board meeting location, and July 9th, Thursday closes. Yeah. Okay, Michelle, you're on.
I put a memo in your packet about the June board meeting, June 21st. There is a patron who was suspended for 5 years, and he's appealing his suspension. So we need to have a hearing, and it might require closed session. And so I just thought it might be easier to do here than Fife Lake.
Okay.
We have the technology, because I assume our attorney will attend remotely. I don't think she'll drive up. So, and so it's like, it would just make it a lot easier to do it in this room. If you guys don't mind, we could try to reschedule to Fife Lake and, go out there in the fall sometime.
All right.
That was my suggestion. I was also, there might be someone else who might be appealing their suspension. I haven't heard yet formally from them. But usually the June board meeting is also when we do our audit. And our auditors have actually requested that the audit be accepted at the June 2nd facilities meeting. So we might notice that as a public meeting too, because it'd be great if we could get a quorum at the June 2nd. I'll send a memo out to everybody.
Okay.
4 o'clock facilities meeting, and then they'll accept it. And then there's just a conflict with their schedule. So just with everything that could be going on at the June meeting, we thought it might be easier just to do it here,
Okay,
if you all don't mind.
all right, so we need to have a motion to change the, meeting from Fife Lake to to the Traverse City location on June 21st, so.
I'd like to make a motion that the June 21st, 2026 board meeting be moved from Fife Lake Public Library to the main library at 610 Woodmere Avenue.
I'll,
Okay,
I'll second it with comment that it also feels like that's a fair thing to do for the people who are making the appeals, that we're having the meeting in the same place where they were, where their issue happened.
Okay. And you're seconding that?
I'm seconding it,
Okay,
yeah.
great. Any further discussion on this motion? Okay, all those in favor say, this is not a money thing, correct?
No,
Okay, good. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign, motion carries. Okay, now the next one is about closing the library on July 9th, correct?
Yeah,
For
so,
half a day?
not even half day, just at 5 PM. It's the Children's Parade or the Heritage Parade. It used to be the
Oh.
Children's Parade. And we'll have the bookmobile and we'll be dressed in various decades of library wear, summer reading club t-shirts. And so it's nice if everyone can participate if we can close the library.
Including the board, right? I mean. we're
Yes,
up to-
please.
Sure.
Okay, all right, so who would like to make that motion?
I'll move to close
Okay.
the library on July 9th at 5 PM.
Okay.
Second.
Okay, very good. Any discussion? Seeing none? All those in favor say aye.
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 All those opposed? Same sign, motion carries. Okay, next is public comment. Is anybody from the public? Go Heather.
Heather Brady, Marketing Manager, and I'd be remiss in my duties if I didn't remind you that summer reading sign-up opens June 1st. I have my In the Trenches clothes on today because all the decor is starting to go up. So over the next week or so, you'll see us change over into our Jurassic amazingness that will be our summer this year. So yeah, sign up, remind everybody that you know. We also have some signs upstairs, if you'd like to put one in your yard. It's got the cute little dinosaur icon on it, from the summer reading program. So you're welcome to stop up and grab one of those too. But thank you.
Thank you, Heather. Okay, seeing no
Oh, wait,
other.
I have a public comment.
Okay.
So, excursion over. It is with bittersweet, whatever, how do you say that, feelings, that I announced that my dear friend and colleague, Vicki Carpenter, is retiring on August
Don't the
14th.
board has to be able to
I-
approve
It's
that?
all right.
It's all right.
Oh no, what are we gonna do?
I know, I don't know. I think we might have to close the library. It will be just after Vicky's 38th anniversary.
Oh my goodness, what an achievement.
Congratulations.
Yes, so we'll be having a party on August 7th. Do you know this?
No.
Okay, I think Vicky and I, or Heather and I were talking, so we're hoping to do it August 7th.
So, but the board hasn't given you permission to retire. You can't go.
Is that a roll call vote?
He said a roll call.
Well, it
You
is
tell
a-
us.
We don't know.
Maybe you have to duct tape me to your chair.
Every the third Thursday of the month, she's gonna be sitting home being like, I feel like I should write stuff down right now.
Yeah, you could just come in, just hang, sit out there, give us a hard time at the podium.
Well, I'm gonna speak for her. She's taking a gap year. Do you wanna explain your gap year? You're not gonna sign up for, she's not gonna sign up for it.
No, I'm not committing to anything for my gap year. And I'm also going to go to Curiosity University. I'm just gonna do stuff, whatever I feel like.
Paint,
Okay.
so you gotta paint.
Yeah, take classes, learn things.
You could go to Crooked Tree.
She could.
Oh, that's a good place to go. All right,
Where's that?
just don't mess with the composter stuff. All right.
Well, and I didn't know if we wanted to introduce Adrian.
Oh,
Oh, you already have it.
Danielle Baldwin, I'm the Finance and HR Manager, and I'd like to introduce Adrienne Hope. She is our new Accounting and HR Specialist. So she's in charge of all things payroll and accounts payable with vendors and employee benefits.
welcome. Nice to meet you. Hey.
So she's replacing Christy. Wow, why is Christy's name out of my head? Christy used to work in CERC, and then she became payroll, and so we're working with it with expanding and starting and trying a home delivery service.
Of books?
Of books through the mail. And so, Paul's shocked right now. So I've attended some conference presentations about it, and we're just doing like a very small little pilot to see if we can do it. Other libraries do it, Petoskey does it. There's a bunch of libraries downstate that do it, and you mail the books in a bag, and then they pull the card out, much like the Talking Book Library works. They flip it, stick back in, and then we pay for the postage to get back. So when we've talked to other libraries, people who use it are people who've had surgery, people who've had new babies, people going through cancer treatments. So they see a whole range of people who use it, and it's not abused. So you have to live in the county, and we're still just working on the bags. Heather's ordered the bags, so we're gonna just try a little pilot to see how it goes. So it's helpful to have extra people in CERC right now and see. Maybe coming soon, but we'll try it first. We're excited about that.
All right, so now we're on to, we already did public comment. Trustee comment. Does any trustee would like to make a comment? I'm just imagining Joe starting to talk now. Anyway, Joe was a previous trustee who left. Okay, seeing nothing, and we don't have to go into closed session, I'm officially, this is really fast, adjourning the meeting. I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So move. Second.
All right, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed can clean up. All right, thank you very much for being here, and welcome to our new trustee.
You did it.
All right.